Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe if you can as well, if you haven't already. This is going to be another unboxing from yours truly. So yeah, let's have a look and see what we've got inside. This was purchased on the Thursday that it came out and I received it today on Saturday. So pretty quick turnaround. '24-25 Arsenal home shirt. Let's have a look. First of all, we'll start off with the collar. I've gone for an XL. It's a slim fit, so I'm glad I did. Really liking the collar. Plain white back half, plain red front half. On the white part of the collar, it has the blue panel just running through it. And you can see it's actually stitched on. I thought it was just going to be part of the material, but it looks like it's actually a separate piece. They could easily have just gone with the white sort of front part of the collar, but it's gone red all the way to the top, which I really like. You can see quite clearly there's a collar there. But from a distance, it looks like the shirt just goes all the way straight from their sort of body straight up to the neck. Adidas stripes on the sleeve. It feels like they're a little bit longer than the gold Adidas stripes on last season's shirt. Then it just stops, so there's like a block panel towards the cuff where obviously the Champions League and Premier League badges would go. And then obviously on the left sleeve as you're wearing it, right sleeve as you look at it, you'll have the red Visit Rwanda. Surprised I didn't go for like a navy outline. They've kept it quite plain red. And then at the end of the sleeve, so the cuff of the sleeve, it's just pretty plain, which I like. I think sometimes I do like it when all shirts alternate between one season going a bit crazy, plenty of detailing, to the next season just keeping it plain and simple. You'll see some stitching just to round off the sleeve. So let's have a look at the front of the top. Adidas logo on the left hand side. It feels a lot bigger actually. That seems like a much bigger Adidas logo than the previous shirt. And then the cannon this time, which obviously is sort of part of the marketing for this particular top, where it's I think the only marketing I've really noticed is the year of the cannon. So this will be the first time that Arsenal will play with a cannon as their badge in the Premier League era, and it'll actually be the second year in a row where we haven't gone for the traditional coloured badge on the home shirt, because obviously last season's would have been the gold and red monochrome, and this is just the plain white cannon. And then standard Emirates Fly Better sponsor, kept it quite plain and simple. So white logo, white badge, white sponsor. Because this is the standard fan version, the badge and the cannon are stitched on, and I presume there's going to be a big difference between what this is on the fan version versus the authentic / player version. Let's have a look at the bottom of the front. At the top right hand side, you've got Era Ready, nothing on the left, and then you can see the white stitching at the bottom that actually covers the blue panel as well. Let's have a look at the back. So there's nothing at the top of the back, sort of just below the collar, apart from the white stitching. It's cool because it doesn't go all the way around, it sort of stops just there. I can't remember what the template is called, but the Adidas template has a very strange look this year, and obviously all the international shirts were released sort of a few months ago. This new Adidas template looks really nice if there's a crazy design or some sort of pattern somewhere on the side panel or the back panel, whereas there are a lot of the sort of lower quality international sides that have got the plain version of this new Adidas template, and I don't think it looks nice when it's plain. I was worried what Arsenal were going to do with the sides. I did see on some of the leaks that there might be some sort of like horizontal panels going across, but in actual fact, looking at the side panel now, which then runs all the way down to the bottom, and then you'll see obviously where the Arsenal red of the shirt kind of curves off at the bottom. This was the part where I saw a lot of comments of people saying that there was probably a bit too much white in this particular Arsenal home shirt, which I personally don't mind. I really like it. It's different. So yeah, you'll see there the rounding off of the shirt, but it's got like a kind of, it's got like a sort of diagonal square sort of pattern to it, and I think that looks really nice. I've never noticed anything like this before on a standard fan version. I would assume that the white would have just been like the sleeves, just like a plain sort of material, whereas this has got like kind of ridges in it, and I think it looks really cool. If you were to tell me that this was what the authentic version looks like, I would believe you. So I think it looks really nice. On the side, you've got the kind of horn looking sort of blue panel, I guess you could say, like a big horn, a big spike. I did also like the stitching of the line at the back as well, and then again on the other side the same. One thing I did see as well on the back, there is another tooth looking shape just below the shoulder blade. You could tell that it was going to be something like this on this Arsenal home shirt because of the templates that were released for the international kits for Euro 2024. The one thing I think they could have done, I have to say, I think it would have been a little bit better if they'd have had this bit as navy, because I did see in some of the leaks a concept of the leaked Adidas template that this part was going to be a navy blue, which I think would have just been a little bit better. I'll go bold and say that this is probably the best Arsenal home shirt we've had since Adidas became our supplier again. Now obviously that might be recency bias, maybe, I don't know, but this home shirt looks absolutely banging. So let's see what else we got. This will be the home shirt again, but with the long sleeves. I saw the long sleeve version, and I think it's the Adidas stripes that does it. A long sleeve version of a Nike top without any sort of pattern down it doesn't kick quite as hard as this does. But yes, here we have the long sleeve with the long Adidas stripes. And obviously on the short sleeve version, the Adidas stripes don't go all the way down to the bottom. So I guess that's one of the major differences, and you can see the stitching there to sort of round off the cuff. But yeah, Arsenal in long sleeve just hits a little bit different. Here's Visit Rwanda on the right hand side as you look at it again. This is where the Champions League and or Premier League badge will go on the right sleeve. And last but by no means least, we have the Arsenal 24-25 home shirt, and it is the authentic version. So this is the player version, and this is where we're going to notice quite a few differences between this and the standard fan version. So let's have a look. Oh, hello, cheeky Champions League badge. And it's the new Champions League badge as well, which is slightly different from last season's. As you can see, there's a black outline, and I think there's probably something different in the stars and in the white shapes in between the stars. UEFA Foundation for Children. It feels so lightweight, I feel like I'm going to snap it. Here's Visit Rwanda on the other sleeve. And on the bottom right hand side straight away I can see Heat Ready. On the left hand side it's got the new authenticity badge, whatever you want to call it. Authentic licensed product with the Adidas badge, and it's in gold and white. Oh my god, that looks so good. I've also straight away noticed that the side panel, the back, is slightly longer than the front, and here are the horizontal stripes that I saw in the leaks I saw were correct, because obviously those stripes were part of the authentic version. Have a look at the sponsor, Emirates Fly Better, and the Adidas badge on the left hand side, which looks huge still. And then as always with the authentic version, it's like a kind of plastic that's heat pressed on, and the same with the Arsenal cannon. No stitching, just heat pressed. Behind that, you can see in the red, it's got that kind of authentic sort of sweat wicking material sort of look to it. The panels on the sleeves are pretty much the same as, well actually no they're not. On the standard fan version you had sort of 3 different materials. On this version you've got the 2, sort of again same as the red with that kind of rigid sort of sweat wicking pattern in it, and then just a dotted material. That same dotted material is repeated down on the side panel, except the side panel obviously has those kind of like horizontal stripes going across. Inside the collar we've got slim fit, size large, and then you've got the neck thing on the back. It feels quite hard actually, you can probably hear that. Collar is a little bit different, you can see through the blue stripe that goes across, and the Adidas stripes, they appear to have little triangles inside as a pattern, so I think that looks really quite cool. It's almost like a sort of snake skin or like a lizard skin, alligator skin look to it. I think the authentic versions, as overpriced as they might be, they do look brilliant. Let's see who is on the back. We have number 29, Kai Havertz. So this is the Kai Havertz 29 cup font.
Waka waka, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again.
It's very early Nike years, which I think is probably a bit of a throwback to that. You can see the navy outline, and then in the number you can see the dots that I guess sort of keep it breathable. And the cannon at the bottom of the numbers in the same navy as the outline of the number. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you can. Give it a like, drop me a comment, see what you think. I'd love to know what you guys think of it. Do you guys think this is the nicest Arsenal home shirt of this new Adidas era? You'll have to let me know. Nice one. Cheers guys, thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Take care of yourselves and come on, the Arsenal.